Leaves it with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off play action. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open, nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Important in the passing game, but it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Huskers are marching down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Runs through a tackle. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
I did
you got
not
to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
You barely even drink any liquor.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Nebraska. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Toss to the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Going for 6. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over UNLV. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very big.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tyler. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The short hands, it's Little. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Mahan. Catch in the middle, it's Little. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
Touchdown, Duke! And that one will give him the lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle. It's Gary. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver going in motion. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. He'll bow it down. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
With the catch, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure.
Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the lone back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Nebraska! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, and what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Mahan. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Moore.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this is a big-time moment for this offense. So who are you going to give the ball? The guy you trust, the guy who's been doing it all game. You know he can deliver. They got so much confidence in this young man, and he's proven why today. Let's see how he finishes.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Big guy smells it, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.